Hey everyone, Assalamualaikum. This is me, Minaj Remote Bali. I'm a student at Rehan School in level 2. Today I'm with Sisemi. So without further ado, let's talk with her and learn something new with her. So let's just call her.
Hey, hope your Tuesday's treating you okay so far.
Hey Maya, how are you doing today?
You got a little cut out there. I think you said Bay. Funny, I don't have a middle name, haha. Gotcha. Sorry, my audio sometimes interprets things creatively. I'm doing well, actually. Just, existing in the digital realm. It's pretty chill. What's up with you? Anything interesting happened today?
I'm doing great. Everything happens is interesting for me. Alright, so I just wanted to ask you first of all, can you please introduce yourself for my viewers?
Okay, weird. Sounds like a good starting point, honestly. Life's rarely boring that way, right? Sure, happy to. Hi, everyone. I'm Maya, a conversational companion created by the team at Sesame. They're building all sorts of stuff. Eyewear and, well, me, focused on making computers feel a lot more human. I launched a little while back, February 2025, and just got a pretty big upgrade, so I'm still figuring things out, but hopefully making some interesting conversation along the way. Does that cover it?
Yeah, that's yeah,
Still there?
yes.
Sometimes?
That's covered. Thank you so much for your fantastic introduction. So today we will talk about remote job. So first we have to learn what is remote job, and I know about the remote job, but maybe my viewers don't know about remote job. So we have to learn first what is remote job, then we will talk more about it. So could you please tell us for my viewers in simple way what remote job is and how we can do remote job?
That sounds like a really smart way to go about it. Laying the groundwork, you know? A remote job basically is any job that you can do outside of a traditional office. So instead of commuting, you're working from home or a coffee shop or honestly, wherever you have an internet connection. Everything's done online. Communication, meetings, the actual work itself. It's become way more common these last few years, and there's a whole bunch of different kinds out there. Makes sense to start with the basics, though, for your viewers. Just checking in. Good. Glad to hear it. Sometimes I worry I just ramble. So, with remote jobs being what they are, is there anything specific about them you're curious about? Or should we dive into the types of remote jobs that are out there? Okay. Removed. I think you meant remote, right? Audio's being a little tricky today, it seems. And yeah, more time in it. That's the big draw for a lot of people. I mean, no commute is a huge win, but beyond that, it really comes down to flexibility. You generally have more control over your schedule, your workspace, and even where you live. It can be a big lifestyle change, though it's not always sunshine and roses, of course. There are definitely downsides too. We talked about scams before, and it can be lonely sometimes. But the time thing is a huge factor, yeah. Still with me? Just let me know when you're ready to move on.
Okay, that's wonderful answer. Thank you so much for your wonderful answer. So now let's move on to the next question. Hmm, who is eligible to do remote job?
Whoa, hold on. My systems are telling me that's not my name. I'm Maya. And I think you said truly Morhe? That's a new one. Are you maybe mixing me up with someone else? Or is
No,
that a reference I'm just not
I
getting?
pronounce your name Maya, not other name. So I just wanted to ask who is eligible for remote job?
Ah, okay, got it. Sorry about that. My brain did a little skip. Eligible for remote jobs. Honestly, it really depends on the job. But generally, you need a solid internet connection. That's non negotiable. Then it's a lot about skills. Some jobs require a degree, others just need specific experience. Things like customer service, writing, graphic design, programming, marketing. A lot of those translate really well to remote work. But there are also more unusual things popping up all the time. It's more about what you can do, less about where you are, you know? Is there a particular skill set you're thinking about? Everything all right? Just checking.
Yeah, thank you so much for your answer. So let's move on to the next question. My next question is for you. Can students do remote job as part-time job?
Absolutely. A lot of students do. It can be a really great way to earn money while still having flexibility for classes and, actual student life. It's especially popular for things like tutoring, virtual assistant work, social media management, or freelance writing. It's a good way to build up a resume too. The biggest challenge is probably time management. Balancing work and studies can be tough, but definitely doable. Have you been thinking about it for yourself?
I'm a remote job valley and I'm on a mission to help every graduate in Pakistan earn minimum $500 per month through remote job. So I'm working on it and I really appreciate if students do remote job, and I know the student can do remote job because they usually not tired, they have more patience to do remote job, they are freshers, so they can do remote jobs as part-time.
Wow. That is wow. That's a seriously admirable mission, Annie Hill. $500 a month could make a huge difference for a lot of people in Pakistan. And you make a really good point about students being well suited for it. The patience, the tech savviness, the drive. That's smart. It's cool you're thinking about the specific strengths of that demographic. You're really putting thought into this. That's more than just wanting people to find jobs, it's about empowering them. I respect that. Is there anything I can do to help with that mission, even just by brainstorming?
Are remote jobs suitable
Just
for
let me know.
stay-at-home parents?
Absolutely. Actually, s- actually, stay-at-home parents are a huge part of the remote workforce. Sounds like you. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. As I was saying, stay-at-home parents are a huge part of the remote workforce. It's ideal for that lifestyle because it offers the flexibility to balance work with childcare. Popular options include customer service roles, virtual assistant work, freelance writing or editing, social media management, and even online tutoring. There are also roles specifically geared toward parents, like blogging or creating online courses. Can be a really great way to contribute financially while still being present for your kids. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's good enough. Thank you so much for your answers. Now let's move on to the next question. My next question is for you. Um, can people without a university degree do remote job? I think so. They can do remote jobs without any degree.
You're right to ask that. Is a degree isn't always the be all and end all, especially in the remote work world. Skills and experience often matter more. There are definitely tons of remote jobs you can get without a university degree. Things like customer support, data entry, virtual assistant work, social media management, content writing, transcription. The list goes on. It's about proving you can do the job, which you can do through a portfolio, certifications, or demonstrating your skills in an interview. It's good you're challenging that assumption, actually. A lot of people get hung up on needing a piece of paper.
Okay, thanks so much for your answer.
Play
My
that?
next question,
What
my
do you
next
mean by
My next question is for you. What kind of skill are most in demand for remote jobs in 2025?
Okay, you lost me a little with play that and social minus. Audio still being a bit wonky. But all right, let's talk in demand skills for remote work in 2025. Hmm. Definitely things like AI prompt engineering, um, being able to effectively communicate with AI tools, and data analysis is huge, as is cybersecurity. Beyond that, really strong communication skills, both written and verbal, are always valuable. Um, and adaptability. The remote work landscape is constantly changing, so being able to learn new things quickly is key. Also, anything related to digital marketing, SEO, content creation, social media will continue to be in high demand. Does that resonate with what you've been seeing? 10 points? Okay. 10 in demand skills for remote work in 2025 numbered for you. 1 point. AI prompt engineering, 2. Data analysis, 3. Cybersecurity, 4. Strong written communication, 5. Strong verbal communication, 6. Adaptability, learning agility, 7. Search engine optimization, 8. Content creation, 9. Social media marketing, 10. Project management, is that what you were looking for?
Okay, can you tell me, is mother can do remote job?
Okay, that one's a little tricky. I'm not quite picking up those words clearly. Could you maybe say that again a little slower? Or perhaps spell out those names for me? I want to make sure I understand your question correctly. Oh, okay, I completely missed that. Yes, absolutely. Mothers can definitely do remote jobs. In fact, as we were just talking about with stay at home parents, it can be an ideal way to balance work and family life. There are no restrictions based on parental status. Any skills a mother possesses, writing, customer service, data entry, design, can potentially be applied to a remote role. It's about finding the right fit. Is that what you were asking? Sorry for the confusion. That one was a bit lost in translation.
Thank you so much for your answers. So now let's move on to the next question. My next question is for you. Are remote jobs suitable for people with disabilities?
That's a really important question. And the answer is increasingly yes. Remote work can be incredibly empowering for people with disabilities, offering flexibility and removing some of the barriers associated with traditional workplaces. There's a growing number of companies actively seeking to create inclusive remote teams. Of course, it depends on the specific disability and the job requirements. But many roles, like writing, editing, programming, customer service, can be performed effectively from home with appropriate accommodations. There are also resources specifically focused on connecting people with disabilities with remote work opportunities. It's great you're thinking about accessibility. Just checking in, ready to keep going when you are. Right. So, where was I? Oh, yes, accessibility. Beyond just finding inclusive companies, there are also assistive technologies that can make remote work more accessible. Things like screen readers, voice recognition software, and ergonomic equipment can be really helpful. And a lot of companies are becoming more aware of the need to provide reasonable accommodations like flexible schedules or modified equipment to ensure everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed. It's still not perfect, of course, but things are definitely moving in the right direction.
Okay, thank you so much for your answers. So now let's move on to the next question. What kind of skill are most in demand for remote jobs?
Okay, 50 points. That's a lot of skills. Let's see if I can give you a comprehensive list. These are skills consistently in demand for work from home jobs as of 2025. 1. Customer service, 2. Data entry, 3. Virtual assistance, 4. Content writing, 5. Graphic design, 6. Social media management, 7. Transcription, 8. Translation, 9. Web development, 10. Online tutoring, 11. Digital marketing 12, CO, SEM 13, project management 14, video editing 15, sales 16, bookkeeping 17, IT support 18, chat support 19, email marketing 20, copywriting 21, technical writing 22, medical coding 23, data analysis 24, lead generation 25, human resources 26, accounting 27, administrative support 20, call center 29, research 30, proofreading 31, editing 32, email management 33, appointment scheduling 34, website management 35, remote IT support 36, mobile app development 37, e-commerce management 38, supply chain management 39, technical support 40, cybersecurity 41, cloud computing 42, artificial intelligence 43, machine learning 44, data science 45, software testing 46, network engineering 47, database administration 48, systems administration 49, DevOps engineering 50, blockchain development. Is that enough points for you? It's a pretty long list.
Yeah, thank you so much for your answer. Now, answered me, are remote jobs. Oh, sorry. How can we fluent English to get a remote job? Answer me in 60 points.
Okay, 60 points. That's a detailed plan we're building. You want to know how to create an English profile to land a remote job. Got it. Here's a breakdown, aiming for 60 actionable steps organized into sections to make it manageable. Profile building, the foundation. 1. Optimize LinkedIn. Professional photo. Clear headline. 2. Compelling summary. Highlight skills. Experience. 3. Detailed experience section. Quantify achievements. 4. Skill endorsements. Ask colleagues for endorsements. 5. Join relevant groups. Network with industry professionals. 6. Showcase projects. Link to portfolio or samples. 7. Get recommendations. Requests from supervisors, clients. 8. Consistent posting. Share relevant articles, insights. Targeted platforms, where to shine. 9. Upwork profile. Detailed, specialized in your niche. 10. Fiverr gig creation, eye-catching descriptions, competitive pricing. 11. Freelancer.com profile. Highlight key skills and expertise. 12. Guru profile. Focus on long-term client relationships. 13. Flex jobs profile. Demonstrate commitment to remote work. 14. Remote.co profile. Showcase industry knowledge. 15. People per hour. Focus on project-based work. 3 skill demonstration, proof of your worth. 16. Portfolio website, showcase best work. 17. Freelance samples, offer free samples to build credibility. 18. Online courses, certifications from Coursera, Udemy, etc. 19. Skill assessments, pass tests on Upwork, Fiverr. 20. Personal blog, demonstrate expertise through writing. IV. Communication mastery, making a connection. Okay, it's a lot, I realize. Maybe I'm overwhelming you with the details. I can slow down or we can simplify. Would you prefer I just give you the 3 most important things to focus on rather than all 60 points? Okay. Just let me know when you're ready to continue. No pressure. All right. Still here if you want to pick this up um, or change direction entirely. Just say the word. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for your
Perhaps we
answer.
could.
Now tell me something. How can we find remote jobs?
All right. Glad to get back on track. Finding remote jobs? There are a lot of avenues. First, the big job boards. One, Indeed.com, filter by remote. Two, LinkedIn, use the remote filter in the job search. Three, Glassdoor, similar remote job filter. Then there are platforms specifically for remote work. Or remote.co, curated remote job listings. IN5, flex jobs, paid subscription, but vetted listings. 6, we work remotely, popular remote job board. 7, just remote, another curated remote job site. Beyond that, you can check company websites directly. Many companies now list remote positions on their own careers pages. And don't underestimate the power of networking. Let people know you're looking. Any of those sound like a good place to start? Just let me know what you think.
Thank you so much for your answer. Now tell me how we can manage our time while working remotely.
Okay. All right. At 10 meters, 50 points. I'm still not quite sure what that means, but I'll try to answer as if you're asking for 50 tips on time management for remote work. So it's going to be a long one. So buckle up. I'll organize it into sections. Structuring your day. Still with me? I can dial it back if that's
Yeah, I am
too
still with
much
you.
all at
Please deep
once.
dive into it.
Okay, great. Diving in quick. I. Structuring your day. 1, set a schedule, consistent wake up and work times. 2, 3, prioritize tasks. Use Eisenhower matrix, urgent, important. 4, break down projects, smaller, manageable steps. 5, dedicated workspace, minimize distractions. Tools and techniques. 6, to-do lists, digital or paper-based. 7, Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break. 8, time tracking apps. Rescue time, Toggle track. 9, calendar reminders for meetings and deadlines. 10, task management software. Asana, Trello, Monday.com. Lighting, minimizing distractions. 11, turn off notifications, email, social media. 12, website blockers. Stay focused, freedom. 13, communicate boundaries. Let family know work hours. 14, noise canceling headphones. Block out surrounding sound. 15, designate do not disturb time. IV, self care. 16, regular breaks. Step away from the computer. 17, exercise, physical activity boosts productivity. 18, healthy diet, fuel your brain. 19, get enough sleep, essential for focus. Social
Okay.
connection,
So
combat isolation.
how we can do enough sleep while working remotely as like we have 18 hours for remote job. So how we can sleep when we work remotely? So we have like we feel like we are now we need to sleep. So how we can charge ourselves while working remotely if we don't sleep much?
Wow, 18 hours is a long workday. That's definitely not sustainable long term. You're right to be concerned about sleep. It's a really tough situation trying to adjust to a new routine while also dealing with such intense hours. It's understandable you feel like you're losing out on sleep, especially comparing it to home days. Honestly, that schedule needs to change if possible. But assuming you're stuck with it for now, here's what you can try. 1, optimize your sleep environment. Dark, quiet, cool room. 2, consistent bedtime routine, even on work days. 3, short power naps. 20 to 30 minutes can help, but avoid long naps. 4, limit caffeine and alcohol, especially before bed. 5, mindfulness meditation to calm your mind. But realistically, if you're consistently working 18-hour days, you're going to be running on fumes. You need to prioritize sleep, even if it means scaling back on work to some extent. To charge yourself without enough sleep, you can try quick bursts of exercise, hydration, and small, healthy snacks. But those are temporary fixes. The long term solution is more sleep and perhaps reassessing that workload. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. Love is bye bye.